In this video, we are going to discuss about sum of subsets problem using backtracking. Here, n objects will be given. Let us assume that n is equal to 7. So, totally 7 integers or 7 objects are given. Let the weights of the objects are denoted by W1, W2, W3, so on. W7 is equal to. Let the weights are from 1 to 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So where 1 means weight of the first object, 2 means weight of the second object, 3 means weight of the third object. Likewise, 7 means weight of the seventh object. Let m is given. Let the value of m is 10. Now, the major aim of this problem is the name itself specifies the meaning. We have to find out the subsets of combinations in which their sum must be equal to m. Here, what are the objects? Totally 7 objects are given. Okay. So here we can denote this with the help of some x1, x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6, x7. Suppose if an object is considered, then the corresponding x value is 1. If an object is not considered, then the corresponding x value is 0. So here we have to find out a subset of solutions in such a way that their sum must be equal to m. Okay. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 plus 2 means 3, 3 plus 3 means 6, 6 plus 4 means 10. That is equal to 10. So x1 value must be 1, x2 value must be 1, x3 value must be 1, x4 value must be 1. So that means we are considering the first 4 objects. The first 4 objects. Whereas we are not considering the last 3 objects. So x5, x6, x7 value is 0. So if we add the first 4 objects, 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 4, 10, that is equal to 10. Okay. So this is one set of solution. So likewise here we can get a number of solutions. We have to find out all those solutions with the help of state space tree. Here if we add 4 and 6, then we will get 10 only. So x4 value is 1, x6 value is 1. So remaining values are 0. So likewise we can have a number of solutions. Or we can add 7 plus 3. So 7 plus 3 means x7 value is 1, x3 value is 1, whereas the remaining x1, x2 remaining objects won't be considered. So those values are 0. Now we have to find out the solutions, all the possible solutions with the help of the state space tree. For that here we are considering one problem. Don't consider this problem. Why? Because here 7 objects are given. If there are 7 objects, then too many combinations are needed. So it is better to take a limited number of objects. Let n is equal to 4. So totally 4 integers are given. 4 integers are given. First we have to note down the weights. Let n is equal to 4. 4. Let the weights are like this. W1, W2, W3, W4 is equal to. Let the weight of the first object is 7. Weight of the second object 11. Weight of the third object 13. Weight of the fourth object 24. Let m is equal to 31. Let m is equal to 31. So now we have to find out all the possible solutions. Okay. So let us start the problem. For that here we are creating a state space tree. So this is nothing but state space tree. So we know what is state space tree. It contains all the possible combinations, all the possible solutions. Here each node mainly contains 3 fields. Here first we are not considering any object. So if we are not considering any object, then the corresponding object sum is 0, 0 comma. Next, in the next level, we are going to consider 1. So 1 specifies that we are considering 1 at the next level. So next, what is the weight of sum of weights of all the objects? So first object weight is 7, second object weight is 11, 13, 14. So 7 plus 11, 18, 18 plus 13, 31, 31 plus 21, 55. So 55. So 24, 13, 11 means what? 24. 24 plus 7 means 31. So that is nothing but 31 plus 24 means 55. Okay. Next here totally we have four objects are there. So first let us assume that x1 is equal to 1. So if x1 is 1, it specifies that we are considering the first object. We are considering the first object. So what is the first object weight? Weight of the first object is 7. So now we have to add 7 to 0. So 7 plus 0 means 7. In the next level, we have to consider the second object. So here first we have considered first object. So that's why we have written x1 is equal to 1. So in the next level, we have to consider the second object. So we have to use 2. Next, what is the total sum of the objects? 55. So we have to subtract x1 object weight from the 55. So 55 minus 7 means 45. For 55 minus 7 means 48. 48. Now we have to proceed to the deepest level as long as there is no node. So if there is any no node, then we have to perform backtracking and explore all the nodes. Okay. This is here we are using DFS. We know what is DFS. DFS stands for depth first search. So first we have to search one path, next to backtrack and search the remaining paths also. So let us issue the next one. So x2 is equal to let us consider we have the second object. Let us consider the second object. What is the weight of the second object? 11. So now we have to add this 11 to this sum. So 11 plus 7 means 18. In the next level, we have to consider the third object. So we have to write 3. Next, we have to subtract weight of the second object from the sum. So 48 minus 11 means 38. 37. Okay. Next, likewise, we have to go to the deepest level. So in the next level, we have to consider x3. So let us consider x3. So if we consider x3, then what we have to do? What is third object weight? 13. So this 13 should be added to 18. 18 plus 13 means 31. 31 plus 31 comma. In the next level, we have to perform operation on the fourth object. So 4 comma. So here what is the remaining sum? 37. So what is the third object weight? 13. So 13 should be extracted from 37. So 37 minus 13 means 24. 24. Okay. So likewise, we have to go to the deepest level as long as there is no other node. So let us consider x4 now. x4 is equal to 1. So what is x4 object? 24. So this 24 is added to 31. So 31 plus 24 means 55. 55 comma. In the next level, we have to perform operation on the next object. So 4 plus 1 means 5 comma. So here what is the remaining sum? 24. So 24 minus 24 means, if you observe here, if you observe the previous path here we have 31. So here what is the total sum? M is 31 only. Here what is sum of subsets problem? We have to find out subset of solutions. So here after adding the first 3 objects, we got the output as 31. So this 31 is nothing but M value only. So this is one possible solution. So this is one solution. Solution 1. So what is solution 1? So we are considering, so here 4 objects are given, x1, x2, x3, x4. So what is x1 value? 1. What is x2 value? 1. What is x3 value? 1. Next, what is x4? Here we are not considering x4 value. Here we can, we got the solution. So we can backtrack to previous node. So that means here we are not considering x4 object. So what is x1 weight? 7. So 7 plus 11 means 18. 18 plus 13 means what? 31. So this is one solution. Likewise, we have to find out remaining all the solutions also. Here we got the solution. This is the first solution. So we have to backtrack to its previous node and we need to explore the remaining nodes also. Okay. So here x3 is equal to 1 is over. Next we have to take x3 is equal to 0. So x3 is equal to 0 means we are not considering the third object. Here if you don't consider any object, then we have to write this sum as it is. So write this sum as it is, 18 comma. Next we have to perform operation on fourth object. Okay. So 4 comma. What is third object weight? third object weight is 13. So we need to subtract this 13 from the 37. So 37 minus 13 means what? 24 only. So next we have to explore this node. So x4 value may be either 1 or 0. Next we have to perform operation on the fourth object. So x4 value may be either 1 or 0. So first let us assume that x4 is 1. x4 is equal to 1 means we are considering the fourth object. What is fourth object weight? 24. So we have to add this 24 to the 18. So 24 plus 18 means, so 24, 34, 34 plus 8 means 42. 42 comma. Next we have to perform operation on the next object. So the next object is what? 5 comma. Next we have to subtract here. Subtract 1. Why? Because what is fourth object weight? 24. 24 minus 24 means what? 0. Okay. Here there is no other node is there. Okay. But here what is the solution? 42 is the solution. But we have to get the solution as 31. So is there are any other objects are there? We have only 4 objects are there. So there is no other way to go. So we have to kill this node. Why? Because there is no possibility for getting the solution. We have to get the sum as 31 only. But there are no other objects to explore. So we have to kill this node and perform backtracking. So there is one more possibility is there. That is x4 is equal to 0. So what is x4 is equal to 0? So x4 is equal to 0 means we are not considering the fourth object. If you don't consider any object, then write the sum as it is 18 comma. The next object is 5 comma. Next we have to subtract this 24 from this 24. Why? Because fourth object weight is 24. So 24 minus 24 means 0. Okay. Next is there are any other objects are there? No. Why? Because here we have only 4 objects are there. Operations on the 4 objects are over. So simply we have to kill this one node and we need to perform the backtracking. Here both the combinations are over. Next we have to perform the backtracking. Here also x3 is equal to 1, x3 is equal to 0. So this combination is also over. Next we have to perform the backtracking. We have to explore this one. Okay. So x2 is equal to 1 is over. Next we have to consider x2 is equal to 0. x2 is equal to 0. So x2 is equal to 0. So till now we got only one solution. So x2 is equal to 0 means here we are not considering the second object. So write the sum as it is 7 comma. Next we have to perform operation on the third object. So 3 comma. What is the second object weight? Weight of the second object is 11. So we have to subtract 11 from the 48. So 37. Okay. So next we have to consider the third object. x3 is equal to 1. So if x3 is equal to 1, that means we are considering the third object. So if we are considering the third object, then we have to add third object weight to the sum. So what is the third object weight? 13. 13 should be added to the 7. So 13 plus 7 means 20. Next we have to perform operation on the fourth object. Okay. So 4 comma. Next to 37 minus, what is the third object weight? 13. So 37 minus 13 means 24. Next we have to explore this node. So x4 value may be either 1 or 0. So let x4 is equal to 1. So if x4 is equal to 1, then what is x4 object weight? 24. So this 24 should be added to 20. So 24 plus 20. So 24 plus 20 means what? 44 comma. Next we need to perform operation on the fifth object. So 5 comma. So what is the fourth object weight? 24. So 24 should be extracted from the 24. So 24 minus 24 means 0. So now the operations on the 4 objects are over and we got the sum as 44. But here we have to get the sum as 31 only. So 44 is greater than 31 and all the operations on 4 objects are over. So there is no other node to go. So kill this node and we have to perform the backtracking. So let us work with another combination. So x4 is equal to 1 is over. Next x4 is equal to 0. x4 is equal to 0 means we are not considering the fourth object. So we have to write this sum as it is. So 20 comma 5 comma 24. What is fourth object weight? 24 minus 24 means 0. So here also operations on 4 objects are over and we did not get the sum as 0. So this is not a correct solution. So we have to perform the backtracking. So all these combinations are over. x4 is 1, x4 is 0. So these two combinations are over. Next we have to explore this node. So x3 is equal to 1 is over. Now let us consider x3 is equal to 0. So if we consider x3 is equal to 0, that means we are not considering the third object. So we have to write this sum as it is. So 7 comma. Next we need to perform operation on the fourth object. So 4 comma. What is the third object weight? 13. So this 13 should be subtracted from the 37. So 37 minus 13 means 24. Now we have to explore this node. So x4 value may be either 1 or 0. So let x4 is equal to 1. So 1 means we are considering the fourth object. So what is the fourth object weight? 24. So 24 should be added to this 7. So that means 31. So 31 comma. Next we need to perform operation on the fifth object. So 5 comma. Next we have to subtract this 24 from this 24. So 24 minus 24 means what? 0. 0. If you observe here, we got the sum as 31. We got the sum as 31. So this is nothing but solution 2. Why? Because here we need to find out the subsets of solutions in such a way that their sum must be equal to 31. Okay. If you observe here, what is the combination? This one, x1 is 1. Next, x2 is 0. Next, what is x3? x3 is 0. Next, what is x4? x4 is 1. So x1 weight is what? 7. Whereas x4 weight is 24. So 24 plus 7 means what? 31. So this is the second solution. So we got the solution. So we need to perform the backtracking. So x4 is equal to 0. x4 is equal to 0. x4 is equal to 0 means we are not considering that object. So we have to write 7 as it is. Next to fifth object, this 31 should be extracted from, what is the fourth object weight? 24 should be extracted from 24. That is 0. Here all the operations are over. All the operations on the four objects are over. So we have to kill this node and we have to perform the backtracking. So with this we can conclude that the left subtree is over. Next we have to perform operations on the right subtree. So what is the right subtree? What is the right subtree? So x1 is equal to 1. So x1 is equal to, so 1 is over. We are not considering the first object. So if we don't considering the first object, then we have to write the sum as it is, this 0 as it is. Next we need to perform operation on 2, second node. Next first object weight is 7. So this 7 should be subtracted from 55. So 55 minus 7 means 48. So next we have to perform operation on this node. So left subtree is over. On left subtree we got two solutions. Likewise we have to perform operations on right subtree also. So 0, next to 2, next to 48. 48. 0 to 48. x1 is over. So next we have to consider what? x2. So x2 value may be either 1 or 0. So likewise we have to explore this right subtree also. So let us explore right subtree also. Let us explore right subtree also. So 0 to 48. So x2 value may be either 1 or 0. So let x2 is 1. Let x2 is 1. So x2 is 1 means we are considering the second object. What is the weight of the second object? 11. So this 11 should be added to 0. So that means 11 comma. Next we need to perform operation on the third object. So 3 comma. 3 comma. Here 48. 48 minus 11 means 37. So likewise we have to go to the deepest level. Just like the previous approach only, we have to perform the operations. So x3 is equal to 1. x3 is equal to 1. That means we are considering the third object. What is the third object weight? 13. So 13 plus 11 means 24. Next we have to perform operation on the fourth object. So 37 minus third object weight is 13. So 37 minus 13 means what? 24. 37 minus 13 means what? 24. 24. Okay. Next we have to consider the fourth object. Here previously this is the second object. Next we are considering the third object. So third object weight is 13. So 13 plus 11 means 24. 14. Next third object weight is 13. So this 13 is subtracted from 27. So 37 minus 13 means 24 only. Next let us consider x4. x4 is 1. So what is x4? 24. So this 24 should be added to 24. So 48 comma. So 5 comma. So 24 minus 24 means 0. Here all the operations on the four objects are over, and here we are not getting any solution. 48 is greater than 31. So this is not the correct solution. So we have to kill this node and perform the backtracking. So likewise, we have to explore the remaining nodes also. Here for this problem, we will have only these two solutions. Already we got the solution. So this is about sum of subsets problem using